Alright everybody, well, the 77 AMX Hornet wasn't enough for you. That was yesterday. Today's Sunday. We went and rescued this pile. And a pile it is. I think it's a 72. We can actually check the bin on it, I suppose. But got this from a guy who's going to haul it to the scrap. They gave us an option of buying it, and by buying it I mean pretty much nothing, because I don't even know if it was worth in $20 in scrap metal really, because scrap metal's so low and there's not much left of this car. It does have a hood on it. If you saw any pictures on the group page where it didn't have a hood, it does have a hood. It just, the guy had to take the hood off because the hood hinges are totally seized up. The hood was on it, stuck like this when he found it. So I just bolted it back on to give the illusion of kind of the state it was in. Other than, he said it didn't have wheels on it at all, which I believe him. It had some rims kind of sitting in the back on it. I put some tires and wheels on it to get it on my trailer, but yeah, she's pretty beat. What is the point of this car? I don't know. Price is right, so it's got some parts on it, odds and ends. It's got headlight buckets, headlight trims, maybe a bumper that could be straightened, hood hinges, electric wiper. This is a factory AC car, so it's got the AC stuff in it, which is kind of good, I guess, maybe. It might be missing the box for the AC, I don't know. Guess I haven't looked at it that hard. Manual steering car, 6-cylinder, nothing fancy. It's got the windshield wiper arms on it, which is pretty good because every one of these cars I find never have windshield wipers. The windshield is clearly busted out. The door glass is good on this side, but we already got a home for it. That's going to hopefully repair the broken door glass in the 77 Hornet. It's got the armrest, sort of usable door panel. This is a Gremlin Man insert. A door handle, window crank. Now, I have been working on vacuuming a little bit of this out. I haven't touched that side, but I kind of had to because there was like a dead creature of some sort laying on the seat springs here. And even though it was like a skeleton with like some what's left of fur on it, it stunk really bad. So I had to kind of clean that stuff up a little bit. So I vacuumed up the floor and around the seat and stuff. It actually didn't have a smell anymore at all before I brought it in the shop. So, and don't worry, I Lysoled some of this stuff down, so I can't get the hantavirus. But anyways, 3-speed car, I'm sure. It's got the clutch pedals. The steering wheel is awesome. So, you know, it hasn't moved in a good long time. I guess it's missing the AC box out of it. It's got the heater box. I haven't really looked over the car too well. What do we got there? We got, pretty sure that's the AC knob. I can't read it, but I'm sure that's what that is. It's got a radiator in it. It's got 1,000,000 miles, I'm sure. Got a rear view mirror, no visors. It's got the Gremlin Man in that door. There we go. I was going to say it was working. It's got the button. Let's see if we can get this focused again. There we go. It's got a floorboard in it, I guess. It's got some rust in the driver's floor. I don't know if you can see that, but that's some daylight right there, which is fine. got somewhat of a back seat in it. It's got somewhat of a headliner that was full of hornets that we had to exterminate. Guess it's got the pillar trim in it. That's good. It's got a broken seat. Got the steering wheel horn part. I wonder if there's a date on this. If there is, I don't know how to read it. Guess we could look at the VIN number or VIN or whatever you want to call it. Oh, it's got these little goofy things. I think those are missing in Chelsea's Gremlin. Oh, let's see here. So yeah, it's probably a 72. If my VIN decoding is right, which probably isn't, but I'm pretty sure the second thing, the 2 is the year, 72. I don't know how to decode the engine. I'm sure it's just a straight 6 with a 3-speed manual in it. There's all that stuff if anybody wants to see it. D5. I've got a paint chart. We should look at the color of this. It's probably called like Awesome Orange or something. Awesome with an O. Of course, somebody broke out all the windows, and the fun thing is, here's all the garbage I've cleaned out of it. I found the rocks. The rocks are actually still laying in the car. So that's always fun. Sorry about my shop. It's kind of a mess. I haven't had time to clean up my shop since we hastily had to leave for drag racing and all that good stuff. So it's got some bends and dents in it. The roof is kind of dented. It's been customized in the back here with some dents. We'll get to that in a minute. Up in there is where the hornet's nest was. Oh, I didn't realize how filthy lens is on this. Had some wheels in the back. I guess that might go to it. I don't know. Those look like they're bigger than 5 and 4.5. It's got a trunk pan as far as I can tell. I'll have to look on Chelsea's 70 Gremlin, but I swear it has 2 of these struts on it. This car only has 1 strut, and there's not even a spot to put a strut on that side. Of course, it's missing the latch trim, but I don't have one of these, or the mechanism for Chelsea's Gremlin. So, bonus, we got that part. It does have a gas tank in it. I don't know, it's probably not any good. It's probably rusted. Rear bumper looks pretty good even though it's been crashed. It actually looks like it hit like a bar or something. She's a little sad in the corner here. This window's been busted out. This door actually opens. I had to go a few miles from my house to go meet the guy and pick it up. And the back window, it's really windy where I got to go through, and the back window was blowing open, so I kind of threw the strap around here and tied the window shut. This glass is missing. It's been broke out, of course. Now, I want to be really careful in here. I'm sure it's already gone. I hope it is. And I know this is going to sound stupid, but there was actually a praying mantis in this car. When we unloaded it off the trailer in the parking lot, Chelsea came up and asked me what it was. And I forgot to grab them and throw them out in our backyard before I let the car sit out there for a while and air out and vacuumed up. But I haven't seen them. But anyways, the point is finding a praying mantis in Montana is kind of a rare deal. I've been up here at least 26 years, and I've seen 2. This would be the second one I've ever seen. They're not real big. They maybe get like that big or so. Kind of a brown color. But she did take a picture of it, so I'll try to post that in here somewhere. But anyways, hopefully he got out. I mean, even if he got out in the shop, he's probably doomed because he'll probably get stepped on or crushed by getting something moved. But yeah, just a lot of garbage. No idea when this car was driven last. I doubt there's a way of telling with this can. It's kind of a weird tab on it. Guessing this had the seatbelt buzzer thing in it, I guess. Glove box. Oh, it actually says Gremlin on it, so that's cool. Like I said, there's a door insert, Gremlin man on this side. It's got the windshield trim. I guess at least the rubber gasket is still there for the back window. Broken off antenna. That door is all bashed into, and it does open. I just didn't feel like opening it. So me and the guy were looking at this, and this is his theory, which is probably right, because he's thinking they pulled this engine out, like just cut through that because, you know, they're lazy. So he buzzed through that, you know, it's all loose. Pulled the engine out, and then the engine probably fell through the windshield, like, you know, they had it up in the air, and maybe this car rolled forward and hit the tail shaft and broke through. I don't know about the windshield part, but I'm pretty sure he's dead on. That's how this is all messed up. Because he said it was kind of all stuck way up and bent out of the way when he went and got the car. And I guess they put the hood back on it, never shut it, or somebody came and opened it wherever it was sitting out in that field, and it just got seized open. Had custom hood pins on it. Got custom blue. I don't know, it's like somebody was going to paint this car blue. I don't know. But drum brakes all around, nothing fancy. So, well, that's the story of this rescue. Not much here, not much to say. Pretty sad. It doesn't have a posi. I did fiddle with that a little bit. It's missing that drum and all the brakes, but I'm sure that's because he had to torch it off to get the wheels to move. So, but, you know, it's Gremlin. It's not too rusty, really. It's just got a lot of dents in it. Let me see if I can dig up that color chart real quick. We'll take a look at that real fast. Alright, my buddy Stefan gave me these because he has a lot of random AMC stuff. Anyway, so here's the colors for the cars. This one's a set, and he only had 3 pages. He just gave me the 3 pages he had. He really just gave them to me because we're looking at the paint on that, and that's a 71. Which, that Junkyard Javelin 2 is a B3. It's actually that Quicksilver metallic, which I actually kind of like that color. Alright, I'm sure it's this color, but let's see if we, what was the color again? D5. There it is. D5. Butterscotch gold. I was way off. Definitely was an awesome orange. Awesome being with an O. Butterscotch gold. Looks pretty orange to me. Well, it could have been mustard yellow. Looks like it could have been mustard yellow. Is there even really a difference in them? Very little. Alright, there's big bad orange, I guess. That's a real orange according to them. Alright, well, I'll quit rambling on with you guys on this. I appreciate everybody's watched the Hornet video already, and to the few of you asked, what are we going to do with it? I don't know. If you're going to ask me, what are we going to do with this? I don't know. I do know a few parts are going to get scavenged off of it to help some other friends, and the window's going to be scavenged out of it to fix the AMX and probably little odds and ends that might go and help Chelsea's Gremlin. So I really don't know what else to say about this car. It's definitely a pile, but that's what it is. So alright, well, until the next video, thanks for watching. Oh, and one last thing, they canceled World of Speed, so we definitely are not doing Bonneville this year. So maybe during my vacation that I have approved a year advance for Bonneville, we can do some more fun stuff with cars. So alright, well, we'll see you in the next video.
Footprint gas pedal. You know who you are? You're Joe Dirt.
Probably.
He's got his lockout button for the brakes. We're sitting here in line. All kinds of cars he's got to race. Alright. Junkyard dog. Alright, put it back on. That's how you do your computer programming.
Or change the program.